Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back. Hi, guys. How's
Hi.
your day going?
I have Dragon. She's just sleeping.
Hello, Dragon. Sleepy puppy.
No,
Karosh, where are you at, my friend?
Where's Crosh? There he is.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. All right, so now we have our puppy, we have our students, our teachers are here, Mandy's got her coffee, we're all good to go now. All right, so today we're going to be talking about different forms of language that we can use in our writing. And writing is a really important skill that all of us are going to use throughout our life. But the language we're going to talk about today is figurative language. Writers use figurative language to build imagery and give their words more power and more meaning behind it.
Absolutely. So we're going to have a ton of vocabulary words today, but we're going to start with the very first one, which is figurative language, right? So figurative language itself is phrasing that goes beyond the literal meaning of a word to give a message or get a point across, right? So it gives, like Danielle said, you're writing more power, and it's more exciting when you use figurative language. So I'm really excited about this lesson. So the word itself comes from an old French word called figurative. Okay, meaning metaphorical, which we're going to get into a little bit later.
Yeah, so our first example of figurative language right here, number 2, is the simile. A simile is a comparison of one thing to another thing using the words like or as. Now that's really important. It's got to use the words like or as, so make sure you remember that. Mandana, would you please give me an example of a simile?
Yeah. So an example of a simile is their cheeks are as red as roses because they just worked out. See, I used the word as in this sentence, which makes it a simile because I'm comparing something, a person to something else. So that's why it's a simile, because I'm comparing one and the other, because they're acting the same right now, but like not acting, they can also be looking the same, and in this one it is looking the same. So another example of a simile is my new puppy is as sweet as sugar. So she doesn't taste sweet like sugar, but she's like so sweet, so we're gonna compare her to sugar because sugar's sweet. And I use the word like in that sentence, so it also makes it a simile.
Awesome. Very good, Mandana. So next is a metaphor, which is kind of like a simile. A lot of people get these ones mixed up, but it's a comparison of two things, just like we did before. However, you don't use like or as. So Karosh, would you please give me an example of a metaphor?
Yeah, one example that you could use for a metaphor is their cheeks are roses. It's the same example that Mandana used for the, what's it called, simile, but I didn't use like or as. She said their cheeks are like roses, which makes it a simile, but since I didn't use like or as, it makes it a metaphor. Their cheeks are roses. Another example I could use is her tears were flowing down her cheeks like a river. And that's another one that didn't, that would be a simile actually. Mm-hmm. The actual metaphor is her tears were a river flowing down her cheeks. That does not use like or as, which makes it a metaphor.
Yeah. So now that we know the difference between simile and metaphor when we're doing comparisons, and Karosh and Mandana gave us such excellent examples of that, let's talk about personification. Personification right here, word number 4, you can see that I circled the word person in this, and this is going to be how you can remember it. Personification is giving something that's non-human, human qualities. So you can remember this by the word person. Just think about the qualities that you're giving something have the qualities of a person to any given object. All right, Mandana, can you please give me an example of a personification?
An example of a personification is lightning dance across the sky. But the lightning didn't actually dance across the sky. It was just booming everywhere, that you can say that and it'll still mean that it was booming everywhere. It's just a more fun way to say it. Another example is the wind howls.
Like a human.
And again, the wind didn't howl in the night because it can't, but it's like going really hard that you can say that and it would still mean the same thing as the wind is going really hard.
Nice. Madonna, those are great examples. So in personification, you give non-human things human qualities, right? So you made the lightning dance and you made the wind howl. Can a wind really howl? No. Okay, and lightning can't really dance. Personification is actually one of my favorite figurative language. I'm a nerd. All right, so the next vocabulary word is hyperbole. And a hyperbole is an exaggeration, and it's usually for emphasis or humor. So that's also a really good one. You remember this because of the word hyper. So like a lot of energy, right? That would equal an exaggeration. So Karosh, will you please give me an example of a hyperbole?
An example would be Mandy is mean. Like, that'd be some crazy exaggeration. Or my dog Dragon is more fierce than fire.
But she's not. She's really sweet. So yeah, that's what makes it a hyperbole.
Awesome. Nice. Our next vocabulary term is understatement. And you can remember this by the word under. An understatement is the presentation of something as being smaller, worse, or less important than it actually is. And so that's how you can remember that word, by using under as part of the understatement. It's less than it would be. Madonna, what's an example of an understatement?
Let's say an area was flooded because it was raining so hard and so much. An understatement would be it rained a little more than normal today. See, because it's raining really, really hard and it's flooded. But all I said was it rained a little harder than normal today. But that's not true. It rained a lot harder than normal today. So it's basically exactly how it sounds. It's an understatement because I'm not actually explaining how it actually is. I'm just saying it rained a little more than yesterday or whatever, but really it rained a lot more. So that's what makes it an understatement.
Yeah, so it's like the opposite of a hyperbole, which is an exaggeration, right? All right, so what an awesome example. Karosh, do you remember our next vocabulary word, onomatopoeia, and what that means? You're muted. Number one for today.
That's our best so far.
That's the earliest, that's the latest we've had me muted so far. But an onomatopoeia is a word that is pronounced like it is like a sound word, or a word that is pronounced like it is spelled. Like pow would be an onomatopoeia, or boom, or zoom, or buzz. All of these are sounds, or like things that are pronounced like they're spelled. So yeah, sizzle, all of those would be onomatopoeias.
Nice. Sizzle. All right, great examples. Our next vocabulary word is alliteration. And alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of an adjacent or closely connected words. You can remember this by meaning of alliteration in it because it has two L's. So Danielle has it, all of these up here. I meant to reference that, but she's shown in red how to remember the word. So alliteration has two L's, meaning that if you were to use alliteration, you could use two L's in that example. Literary language, that's LL, that's alliteration, right? So Madonna, will you please give us an example of alliteration?
Yes, I can. So an example of alliteration is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How fast can you say that 5 times? I'm gonna try it. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. 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 Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Nice job, nice job.
And also, another one would be, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I know that one.
Yep.
Got practiced.
As those P and W kept on repeating, making it alliteration. So the double L's can be the repeating letters.
Okay, so this is a little bit off topic, but can you think of any names of companies that have alliteration? American Airlines.
Nice.
AA. Best Buy.
These are good ones. I'm having a hard time with that.
Any more?
The only thing I'm thinking about is Taco Bell, and that doesn't work.
And the only thing I'm thinking about is Goodwill, and that doesn't work because it's even one word.
Anna, do you even know what Goodwill sells?
Yeah.
Oh, Blue Bunny ice cream.
Blue Bunny?
Bluebell.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. But that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, that was just a random
Wait,
thought.
I can't even, wait, let me think of one, because I can't even think of companies that aren't, like, one word. Like, I'm thinking of Chipotle, Starbucks, I don't know.
You came up with good ones right away, Danielle. Best Buy.
Oh, like, how'd you
That's
do
probably
that?
why she asked the question, because she had them on mind.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I did. Dunkin' Donuts, guys. Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts.
That's a good one.
If I ever had a company, I think I would use alliteration because
How about,
it's fun.
guys, Karosh, what is your favorite soda? Not Dr. Pepper, the other one. Vanilla what?
Coca-Cola.
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 PayPal.
PayPal.
Bed, Bath, and Beyond.
Oh, you took it to a new level with the 3.
Okay, anyways, we can
Wait,
continue on now.
I gotta think of my own.
We don't have all day.
If I get a company, what I'm gonna name it is Bananas Bath.
Or bananas.
Bananas bath bombs.
Bananas
And you just have
bath
to make bath
bomb.
bombs.
Bananas Bomb.
Bath bomb.
Nope.
Bananas Bomb.
Nope. That's probably not a good one. All right, Karosh, if you come up with one, put your hand up and Mandy will we'll call on you at some point when we have a break. All right, so you keep thinking. All right, our last vocabulary word for today is the rhyme. This should be pretty familiar to everybody, but Karosh, would you please tell us what a rhyme is and also give us an example?
A rhyme consists of words that are similar, like Humpty Dumpty. They rhyme because they end with the same thing. Or what's another example of a rhyme? Sing song? I don't know.
Like all of the nursery rhymes that you do as a child?
Every song.
Mouse and House. Mouse and House.
Yeah,
Mouse and
those rhyme
house.
because they end with the same thing. Cat and bat. Bat and sat.
So if you think of Humpty Dumpty, the whole term is Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So you have wall and fall that rhyme. You have men and again that rhyme. There you go.
That's a good rhyming one. Nice.
All right. So now Mandy is going to share with us a screen of our list of figurative language, and we're going to play a little game. So this board is about to be where I can keep our contestants' points. Keep in mind that the contestants here have not seen any of these examples before. So Mandy, Banana, and Karosh will be hearing these examples that I'm going to give them for the first time today. So we're going to see how many of them they can get right. I'm going to read a sentence out loud to them, and then they will write what they think their answer is on a piece of paper or Mandana's board. And when they have all submitted their answers, they'll let me know with a thumbs up that they're ready to go. And then I will ask them to reveal what they wrote and then take note of how many they got correct. And we'll see who does a good job and gets the most right at the end. And it'll just be teacher versus the students. So don't let us down, Mandy. Don't let us down.
Love it. Okay, I'm going to do the best that I can, but these kids are pretty smart, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they are. All right, contestants, I am going to write your names up here on our board, and I need your contestant name. Mandy, we will go ahead and start with you.
All right, so in everyday life, I go by Mandy, but when I am being competitive, I go by Mando. I think it's a little fiercer, so I'm going to go with Mando today.
I'm gonna say Man Dog.
Oh, that's a good one too.
All right, we have contestant Mando. All right, Mandana, what is your contestant name?
Isn't it obvious?
Banana.
Banana.
I don't know how to spell that.
You don't know how to spell banana?
Oh,
I know
Krosh
how
has
to
a
spell
question.
banana.
Krosh. What?
It's only been up there for 20 hours now.
Sorry.
Wow.
I
What
thought it was-
example of figurative language is that?
Blackberry.
Blackberry, good
Hyperbole.
one. Good one, good one,
Yep.
good one.
That is good.
Ooh.
Okay, banana. Karosh, what is your contestant name?
Banana.
Jonathan Bob McDonald.
What is it?
Jonathan Bob McDonald.
I'm just going to call you JBM or Bob.
No, Jonathan Bob McDonald. She's writing Jonathan Bob McDonald.
And Danielle, did
Okay.
you want me to go over a quick recap of these words as well before we start?
Yep, let's do a quick recap for everybody so that we're all on the same page while I pull up the game, and
Okay.
then we'll keep going.
All right, so the first word is simile, which is a comparison using like or as. A metaphor is very similar, but you don't use like or as. So it's a comparison of two things without using like or as. Personification is giving a non-human thing, like a cup of coffee, a human characteristic, right? So you can remember that by thinking about the word person in personification. Okay, the next one is hyperbole, and that's an exaggeration, usually for humor of sorts or just to get a point across, right? So hyper is the way you can remember that. It takes a lot of energy to be hyper, okay? Understatement is basically making something that's really big a little bit smaller, right? If we had a flood outside and we said it just rained a little, that's an understatement. Onomatopoeia, okay? That is like sizzle, buzz, okay? That is using the sound. It forms a sound, right? Okay, the next one is alliteration. You can remember that with the two L's. It forms two words next to each other that are adjacent that start with the same letter, okay? Best Buy. All right, and the last one is rhyme, and we all know that. Wall, fall, ball. That's all.
Okay. Oh, wow, that rhymed. Good job, Mandy. Mandy's really bringing her A game, guys, so you better be ready.
So maybe we shouldn't use the raise hand thing that we're trying to implement because clearly it didn't work the one time I tried to use it.
I'm sorry I missed your raised hand, Karosh. I will.
Okay. We're still all getting better at this.
Yes.
Okay,
Just
so
joking.
guys, do not give away your answers. Make sure that you give me your thumbs up, either digitally if it'll stay there for a while, or just kind of sit there like this and stay quiet. Madonna, it might be a little hard to read your screen because I'm seeing the computer still in it. So yeah, make sure you get really close. The world is flat. Okay, yeah. So when you're close, I can read it. All right.
So for this competition, I am going to be using a 0.7 millimeter green mechanical pencil with a once used eraser, barely though. I'm doing 2 clicks of lead, so 1, 2, and I have a notebook with the paper, and I'm going to use the wrong side of the paper that you shouldn't write on because it's strategically faster. And also, I have a gray grip purchased. It came with the mechanical pencil.
We don't care.
It's a
Okay.
number 2
All right, Karosh, thank you
Let's
so
get
much for
going.
sharing your strategies.
right there.
On to the questions.
Just
Wait,
making sure
All
that
right.
you guys know
All right,
I'm
guys.
cheating using the wrong pencil.
Keep in mind, this is not a speed game. This is a knowledge game. So you do not need to rush to be the first one to put your thumb up. That is not one of the rules here. Take time to think about it. If you need me to repeat it, let's not go on and say, can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? Just raise your hand and I will go ahead and acknowledge that and repeat it. Yes, Mandana.
So do we show you our answer?
Not until I ask for it. That's a great question. You're going to show me the thumbs up so that I know that you are ready to submit your answer. And once I get 3 thumbs up from my contestants, I will ask you to reveal your answer and we will see who got it correct and talk about what the answer is and why. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Don't make me lurk. Do your schoolwork.
You can do this at home with us, by the way. Play with us.
And then let us know in the comments if you beat us. Well, not me, because I'm not playing. So Mandy is ready. Mandana is ready. I'm sorry. Mando is ready. Banana is ready. We are waiting on Jonathan Bob McDonald. And we're all ready. Okay, can you please reveal your answers? Mandy is good. Mandana is good. So everybody gets a point.
Kind of messed up my R.
Yeah, let's do this.
Awesome. So that one was a rhyme. Mandana, can you tell us why it was a rhyme? Do you remember the 2 words that rhymed together?
Cat and cat and rat.
No, here it was. Don't make me lurk. Do your schoolwork.
Lurk and work.
Very good.
Oh,
Excellent.
I thought you meant name a rhyme.
No, but you did name a rhyme too. All right, let's go on to number 2. Here we go. Max is a pig when he eats. Mando is in. Max is a pig when he eats. Mandana almost showed us her answer.
Are you getting help from Dragon over there? She has an advantage.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
Max is a
Figurative
pig
language.
when he eats. Let's go, Jonathan Bob McDonald.
I think I'm going to go with.
Don't say it.
I know. I wasn't gonna say it. One sec.
I'm going to start giving you a countdown, which is also something you can implement if you're a teacher and you're playing this game. You can give them a certain amount of time for each question and then have them.
Okay, I wrote my answer.
Okay.
Well, I don't see your thumbs up. Excellent. Okay, here we go. It is a reveal.
Okay, phew. I did that.
Yes, yes, and yes. Very good, team.
Wait, Mandy, are you writing yours backwards so it appears forwards when you put it in the camera?
No.
It
Wait,
will
wait,
appear
does this
forward.
appear normal for me, for you?
Yeah,
Yes.
it says metaphor the right way.
Because in the camera, it flips.
Should I
Right.
get my timer out of my Scrabble?
Oh, we could do that if you want.
Actually,
How long
category.
is that timer?
Too long, maybe.
Okay, so
Let's
we'll
keep going.
rush people as we go along. All right, very good. That is a metaphor. Can someone tell me why Max is a pig when he eats is a metaphor? Mandana.
Because he's a sloppy eater and pigs are sloppy eaters.
And it's comparing Max to a pig, but it's not using what 2 words, Karosh?
Like
Or as.
Oh, I didn't know Mandana's name was Karosh now. Interesting.
Hey, no,
now
I'm not gross either.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
John
sorry.
McDonald.
Jonathan Bob
Right.
McDonald.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Number 3. The man is as tall as a house.
Oh, yeah, it's not a race.
Mandy's like buzzing in already. The man is as tall as a house. Drago. All right, Karosh is in. Mandy is in. Mando. And Banana is in.
Right.
Ready, reveal. Now. Yes, yes, and yes. All right,
job, guys.
so
Is it
this,
simile and a hyperbole?
it is a simile and a hyperbole. Mandy, why did you put simile as your answer?
Because it was a comparison of 2 things and it used the word as.
Correct.
But it was
And
exaggeration because he was as tall as a house.
Good thing.
exactly. Very good, my friends. We have a 3-way tie here so far. So hopefully someone takes the lead here soon. All right, number 4.
You can go follow Dragon on Instagram with her big sister Biscuit. It's Biscuit and Dragon. At
Excellent.
Biscuit and Dragon on Instagram.
All right, next
Okay.
one.
Number 4, you just broke your leg in 3 places. You might be a little sore for a while.
What?
You just broke your leg in 3 places. You might be a little sore for a while.
Oh, that's easy.
Mando is in. Banane is in.
Mandy's like, don't rush, don't rush, don't rush. As she's
And
rushing.
Jonathan Bob McDonald is in. Ready, please reveal your answers. Very good. We have all 3 contestants getting those right as well. I feel like I should have made these questions a little harder.
Oh, they're great.
All right, ready? Number 5. Here we go. Tick tock, tick tock is the sound of the clock on the wall. Tick tock is the sound of the clock on the wall. Jonathan Bob McDonald is in. Mandog is in. Banane is in. Please reveal your answers. Very good. Very good. Excellent. All right.
Also,
So
I didn't know onomatopoeia was spelled so weird.
It's kind of weird. You're right.
it is weird. So all of our contestants are now 5 for 5.
And that
Very
one was
good.
2, right? Because an onomatopoeia is TikTok, but it started with T and T, which is another form of figurative language. What is it?
It's a
If you have
it's
a lot of T's in a
Alliteration.
row.
Alliteration. Yep.
Also,
Very
the
good.
onomatopoeia is spelled onomatopoeia.
Correct.
Literally,
All
it's
right.
supposed to sound like it's spelled, and it's not spelled that way. It's the word for sounding how it's spelled.
All right, next one.
The guy who made
Number
this.
6. My alarm clock yells
We
at
have
me
10
to
minutes
get out of
left in this
bed
meeting.
every morning.
Guys, we have 10 minutes left.
Yeah, so we better move quickly. Let her do it one more time.
Number 6. My alarm clock yells at me to get out of bed every morning. My alarm clock yells at me to get out of bed every morning. All right, Jonathan Bob McDonald is in. Mando is in.
We don't know.
Banana, you in? Excellent. I see it. Ready? Please reveal your answer. Personification. Correct. Correct.
Hyperbole. She wrote hyperbole.
But
Oh,
it also, though, is kind of like a hyperbole
Mm,
because it's a bit of an exaggeration.
that's really
But
loud.
it's mostly personification.
don't worry, Banana, you're going to come back.
Yep.
Number 7. It's not a big deal. I just got grounded for a year. It's not a big deal. I just got grounded for a year.
This is getting intense, you people.
Sorry, guys. I got to change to not my headphones. Okay. Well, it won't let me. So here we go. All right. Reveal your answers. 3, 2, 1. It is an understatement because what if I actually did get grounded for the entire year? But what am I doing?
What was the thing
Oh,
again?
nay.
Mando
You're now
has
in the
taken
lead.
the lead.
Wait, what was the question? I mean, what was the thing?
It's not a big deal. I just got grounded for a year.
But you guys are doing a great job.
You're now tied with me.
Okay, here we go. Number 8. She is a shining star.
No!
Love you, Dragon.
Stop it. Stop it. My doggy.
Let's stay focused because we don't have that much time on here.
Okay.
She is a shining star. Mando's in.
She's a shining star.
She is a shining star.
Mm-hmm. I shouldn't cross these out because I could just reuse them.
Oh. There we go.
Okay, Jonathan Bob McDonald, we're waiting for you.
He's my little baby. See her? See her?
Boom.
Little baby.
All right, ready? Reveal your answers. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, yes, and uh-oh.
What'd she write?
What'd you write, Mandana?
Personification. It's a human. You can't get humanized if you're a human.
I
All
thought
right.
they were saying the star. I thought that's star though.
But they're comparing the person to being a shining star, not the star having the quality of a person. So it's a metaphor. All right,
Yeah,
number.
so it'd be different if you said the shining star walked away with my heart, right? Can shining stars walk?
No.
That's personification.
All right, here we go. Number 9. Her skin is as dry as a bone, like mine right now.
You gotta get some lotion.
I did, man. I've been lotioning all the time.
Washing those hands, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good, good.
Hashtag cleanliness.
Yes.
I'm
right,
putting
Mando's
2
in.
down, but I don't know if I've got both of them right.
Her skin is as dry as a bone. Banane's in. Jonathan, Bob, McDonald, this should only require one answer.
Oh shoot. Which one is it? What's it again?
Uh-oh, 5 minutes remaining. Go, go,
Her
go.
skin is as dry as a bone.
I'll just do both. Are you sure it's only one?
Mm-hmm. I only intended for it to be one. All right, let's go. Ready? Show your answers. Simile is correct.
I wrote simile and hyperbole because like can't be as dry as a bone.
Okay, I mean, I'll take that. You got
Boom! I should get 2 points for that.
No way, man.
I answered the unanswerable question.
Because of time, we're going to do one more,
Okay.
and then we're going to do a bonus question, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, here you go. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Oh,
What are you doing? Don't leave. You can't leave. You're on a desk.
All right, Jonathan, Bob McDonald, and Mando are in, waiting for Banane.
I'm calling cheats. She's using dragon to help her.
All right, ready? Reveal your answer. Rhyme and onomatopoeia. Rhyme and rhyme. Very good. Mandana, what did you write at the bottom?
Mouse trap, mouse house.
Mouse
Oh,
house.
an example. Nice.
Example of rhyme. Very good. All right, we have Mandy with 10 points. All 10 of those were correct. We have Banana with 8 points, and we have Jonathan Bob McDonald.
Actually, for all of us, all of our
9
points were correct because those were the points that were correct. You said all 10 of those were correct. My eight
Roche,
points.
please stop. Please stop.
Just saying.
Okay, here's the bonus question. What company is that tagline from? Once you pop, the fun don't stop. This is random.
Give up. No idea.
Come on, guys.
Taharu?
Nobody knows this one?
Once you pop, the phone don't.
Do you want a hint?
Otter pop?
Yeah. Oh.
What was your hint?
Pop, ring
I
pop?
didn't give one yet.
Oh.
Okay,
Ring
yeah,
pop,
but I
ring
think
pop.
I might know it.
It's a chip company.
Oh.
Doritos, Lay's, Funyuns.
Wow, I'm actually really surprised that you guys don't know this one. Pringles.
I love Pringles.
All right.
I like when you can make a duck.
All right, so Mando is the winner of our game. Let us know who wins your game. So that's all we have for today. Linked below, you will find a vocabulary sheet and spaces to write your own definitions and examples based on what you learn. And hopefully you'll use that during this lesson. We're also going to find links to Kahoot games to challenge your friends to answer questions about different types of figurative languages. Links to the game that we just played with the examples and the answers used here as well as figurative language tests and assessments so that you can test your own knowledge and understanding of these concepts. So everyone, thanks for joining us today, and that's our Friday. We'll see you next week.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.